Welcome back to another episode of The Lawyer You Know. And today we're going to be talking about employment accommodations that can be made for back or neck injuries. And there's two main reasons for this. Number one, if you have a disability or some kind of issue with your back or your neck and you want to ask your employer for some accommodations, you can look to these and see if they help and see if they will provide them. But additionally, I want to talk about a situation where you're in a car accident or a slip and fall case. You have a disc bulge or a disc herniation in your neck or back. Maybe even you had surgery or injections on those injuries. And the insurance company comes and says to you, you can still work. You're perfectly fine. Why should we pay for anything in this case? Yeah, our driver was at fault, but why should we pay for these accommodations? Why should we pay for your medical bills? You probably always had those injuries. Well, one of the ways you can continue to work, which a lot of you do in these cases because you have to provide for your families and you're not just going to stop and sit down on your couch and do nothing because you got in a car accident, some of the ways you can do that is with accommodations at work. Now, if it's as simple as just getting an ergonomic chair like this where you either have a neck support or a lumbar support or even something on the bottom that allows you to put the chair back, put it forward, up or down, something to give you a little more support for your back or your neck. That can also include just additional pillows that you can get either prescribed by doctors or you can just buy them over the counter that will help relieve a lot of pain in your lumbar spine or your cervical spine up to your neck. But another one that I think is really cool are these stand-up desks. So right now it's in the down position. You can see if I'm sitting, I could type and look up, but sometimes you got to look up at the screen or you got to look down at the screen depending on what your chair is like. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this a stand-up desk. Now, as you can see, this is the height where I can type. I can look directly at the screen. It makes it a lot easier for someone with neck or back pain if they have to stand up every 30 minutes or sit down every 30 minutes. You can adjust that so easily up and down, and it's a great accommodation for somebody that has a back injury. And the reason for these accommodations is to allow you to continue to work. I have it just because I like to stand up. It helps me think. It gets the blood flowing, the juices flowing, really, get you going on the day. I like to do that. But for people with neck or back injuries, it's essential. For me, it's just something I like. It's a perk. It's something that's just gravy on the top. But for other people, it's a necessity. And the reason for that is the standard in these accident cases is the at-fault party is supposed to put the injured victim back in the position they were prior to the accident, prior to the injury. Well, that's an impossible standard because now you have pain everywhere you go, everything you do. You have pain when you go to bed at night. You have pain when you wake up in the morning and all throughout as you toss and turn. You have pain as you do everything throughout the day. But insurance companies say, you can still go to work, so why should we give you any money? Nothing's even changed in your life. And you tell them, the point of an accident case is not to stop working, not to rack up medical bills, not to get these big damages that don't matter. The point is to try to put you in a position that you were in before, which is working without pain. And one of the ways you can do that is with some simple accommodations like this. There are other things that can allow you to take a 5-minute break every hour. They can allow you to start a little bit later in the morning if it's hard for you to get up and get going with that back injury. So there's all sorts of things you can do at work that can help you with these back injuries. Continue on throughout your day. Just continue pressing forward in your life so that you don't get depressed just sitting on your couch with no job and no purpose to get up and go in the morning. Doctors provide back braces and neck braces and things like that. Sometimes they're bulky, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But these simple accommodations can do a lot throughout your workday. And they show the insurance company, listen, I'm just going to keep pressing forward. I'm going to use these accommodations. I'm going to be in pain, but I'm still going to live my life. If you have any questions about these accommodations, about back injuries or anything like that, feel free to leave us a message, leave us a comment, or shoot me an email. All the information is going to be in the link below.